Hey guys, this is Z here, and today we're going to be doing the 5th part of what if Goku and Vegeta were trapped in the time chamber. As you guys suggested to me on my most recent community post, I will be doing what if Vegeta turned God in the Saiyan saga for my next what if. Of course that will only come after this what if is finished. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Now for Zamasu, Gogeta states, appearing ahead of him, he starts trying to think of what to actually do since there isn't much that they could do with Zamasu here. He returns to one of his feebler forms, Super Saiyan Blue. He then uses the Godbind technique, so there's basically nothing Zamasu can do anymore. Trunks arrives and again is taken aback by this being that has formed from the two Saiyans. Goku Vegeta, Gokuta, he continues on, trying to get his name, but he is just stopped by the fusion. The name's Gogeta, Trunks, he replies as he holds Zamasu. You know my name? Trunks says in surprise. Of course, Vegeta knows you, Goku knows you, therefore so do I, he states, holding Zamasu down. Gogeta defuses, but Zamasu is still held by Vegeta in his Super Saiyan Blue form using the Godbind. Then Goku returns to Earth once he remembers of the Mafuba, and Vegeta is tasked with holding Zamasu down until then. He thinks he can do so, and Goku is off to learn the Mafuba technique. With his new fighting prowess, he learns the Mafuba in just a few hours, then he returns to the future timeline, this time with the actual rice cooker. He seals Zamasu completely, but Vegeta is a little tired after holding him in the Godbind for so long. The mental effect of just standing there for so long is non-existent to him though, since he used to meditate for days on end in the hyperbolic time chamber. However, he ends up talking to Zamasu and getting an engaged conversation with him to try and understand why he acts the way he does. Zamasu tries to explain his inferiority as a morsel, but after meditating for so long and thinking, he has a set mentality and can easily debate the deity. However, he isn't able to talk Zamasu out of his plans, and so once Goku returns, he seals Zamasu into the rice cooker with the use of the Mafuba technique, and this leaves Trunks' universe fine and well. Could I go with you guys back to the normal timeline? Trunks requests as they're about to leave. He's been thinking, and since he's seen Goku and Vegeta so strong, he wants to go and train with them for a while to hopefully come back even stronger than before. He thinks he can do it, and with the universe saved, he can come back as an even stronger power to let it flourish. Ma, you can come with me, Trunks says enthusiastically. Ma doesn't really have anything left in the timeline and decides to go, but she of course would like to return at some point. And so the group return in the time machine and return to the normal timeline with the threat of Zamasu removed. BEERUS has done his part by destroying Zamasu during their fight with Goku Black, and this ends the Goku Black arc as a whole. After this, Goku, Vegeta and Trunks are all training on BEERUS' planet, and Trunks has gained access to Super Saiyan God. His next step is Super Saiyan Blue, and Goku and Vegeta are both training to master Ultra Instinct. They are both very close and have even shown signs of it in training. Today, BEERUS believes it's the day that one of them will gain access to the form. BEERUS faces Goku and they both make their stance. Watch boys, I believe we will get to see Ultra Instinct for the first time today, Whis says to Trunks and Vegeta, who watch from the sidelines. Goku races forward and clashes with BEERUS, but since he's in his base form, no damage is caused. As their forearms are together, he shouts an end to the Super Saiyan Blue form, then continues attacking him in this state. He throws out a quick jab as a feint, then throws a more powerful, precise right punch, but BEERUS catches it with ease. His body doesn't even move, and his fist just lands right into his palm. With a simple tug, Goku is pulled right off balance and kicked into the air. Calm, Goku, don't lose control now, BEERUS states, as he flies up to Goku. He aims to attack him from in front, but in lieu of throwing a straight on punch, he swerves to the side and kicks to the side of his body, which howls him more than 20 meters away. Goku, already breathing rather heavily, shouts and commands his body to use Kaioken times 30 on top of Super Saiyan Blue. His body feels strained, but he continues with the Kaioken and soars at BEERUS with his new power. His upcoming knee requires significant amounts of effort to block from BEERUS, but he envelops in a pink aura and lands a decently powered punch to his head. Goku doesn't stop his assault though, and subsequently he attempts to throw a multitude of punches and kicks to try and land at least one. Now being 30 times stronger, BEERUS must put in considerable amounts of effort compared to how he was fighting before. This isn't Ultra Instinct, Goku. Do not pump up your body and get stronger and think Ultra Instinct is another one of your Saiyan transformations, BEERUS explains, while in a heated battle. Ultra Instinct is a divine technique that requires a totally calm mind. You said you were meditating for 3 decades, but I don't see the mind to show for it, BEERUS shouts, berating the Saiyan. He lands a single punch that launches him into the massive tree on his planet, then he slowly flies toward him in a scary way. Goku then returns to his base form and his eyes are closed. Suddenly his hair starts to wave around and his clothes do too, which makes BEERUS stop in place. He's done it. A divine aura blasts out from his body and his new silver eyes are revealed once he widens them. He slowly lifts off the tree and exhales calmly as he feels his body being invigorated with this new power of his. Using instant transmission, he appears behind BEERUS and punches him down to the ground with immense force. Then he flies down to him and lands 3 precise punches to his gut before double drop kicking him to the floor. BEERUS roughly collides with the grass below, but he doesn't stop as he is simply too excited. He blasts up once again and decides to attack him again to see if he really has achieved Ultra Instinct. His body veers past every attack and leaves him dumbfounded. His body is graceful and flows like water, while he can even counter and throw powerful attacks of his own. However, the punches are more than manageable for BEERUS. Is that Ultra Instinct? Trunks asks. Yes, although he's only using a part of it. He hasn't gotten drastically stronger in terms of offense, but he has managed to utilize the full power of Ultra Instinct in his defense, Whis claims, as he watches on. Goku is speedy, but BEERUS is able to tank all of his attacks, and since BEERUS is still so fast, there is little that he can do to compete with the God of Destruction. Some of his attacks kind of hurt him, but other than that, he's doing no damage. BEERUS kicks him, then spins around to kick him again, slamming him into the floor. Goku coughs out blood then lifts, confused since he wasn't able to dodge those attacks. You can dodge attacks but not everything. Don't think you're untouchable when you're only using a part of Ultra Instinct, BEERUS says, making Goku's eyes widen in surprise. Yes, you have mastered the defensive part of Ultra Instinct, but you still haven't shown me the offensive part. You haven't gotten much stronger than before, BEERUS states, which makes Goku close his eyes. He reaches deeper for strength and attempts to draw more of this power out. As he shouts, there is a deeper undertone to his voice and his hair switches from silver to a silky white. He roars then enters his true mastered Ultra Instinct form. So quickly, that is the full Ultra Instinct, he says, surprised. He then looks up to BEERUS and slowly walks toward him before blasting off to attack him. They clash and BEERUS' eyes widen from the force that he is put up against. He's on the level of the gods of destruction. How is this possible? A mere mortal, BEERUS thinks to himself with a smirk of pride. Goku evades the incoming attacks and lands a kick to the side of his body, subsequently launching his left hand out with a key blast inside. The blast explodes and launches BEERUS back, but he appears above him and grows his body until he is 30 feet tall. With his massive fist, he slams BEERUS into the ground and he doesn't even grunt in pain but laughs instead. Shrinking himself to his ordinary size, he dives down and dodges an incoming punch by smoothly pushing his body past the fist. BEERUS then aims low once he descends and screams, throwing the most powerful shot that he has ever thrown to anyone other than Whis or Champa. The punch lands and knocks him right out of Ultra Instinct, while also hurling him more than 100 meters away. This Saiyan is way too close to my full power, so surprising, BEERUS says. After this, Goku calls up Zeno, and when he talks to Zeno, he is far more respectful of him and his guards. However, when he talks about the tournament with all of the universes, he can't stop himself and can't wait to face the other fighters of the multiverse. Future Trunks is surprised that Goku is defying the literal god of destruction, and he even asks him what is going on. How come Goku never listens to you and is always causing trouble with this god of everything, Trunks asks, in a very respectful tone. It's hard to explain. He treats him with so much respect, but he treats him as an equal. He doesn't know his place. You understand. It seems your mind is more like a god of destruction than even Goku's or Vegeta's, he says. Do you really think so? Trunks says, taken aback by his statement. Of course. Have you ever thought about the God of Destruction position? BEERUS says, as they prepare to head to where Goku is headed. I'd love to. I mean, I wouldn't destroy planets wrongfully, but if I had to, then I would, Trunks says, energetically. That's great to hear. Maybe Ultra Instinct won't be the form for you then. You might want to dabble in the power of destruction instead, he says with a smirk. Destruction? That's a different divine power from Ultra Instinct, Trunks inquires. Of course, how do you think we do our job? You'll understand once you see it for yourself, BEERUS says, before leaving to where Goku is at. BEERUS is very reluctant to do this tournament, but he knows how strong Goku and Vegeta are, and he wants to show off to the other universes just how strong they are. The gods of destruction all have their fight, and the fight goes pretty much the same, so I won't delve into that too much. What certainly does change is the battle between Goku and Toppo though. They both face off and Goku gives him a polite bow before their match. I hope you will be a great opponent, Goku says, before lifting his head to face Toppo. You're a very respectable person. I hope your physical strength is as endearing, Toppo states, flying right at Goku. Goku parries his first punch and flips over him gracefully before landing behind him. Toppo continues with his advancement and throws 2 punches to the Saiyan to try and land at least 1. However, Goku swerves past both punches and enters Super Saiyan 3 to punch him in his gut. The punch hurls Toppo away and a bright light is also given off from his transformation. You're not a pushover, I can tell you that. I think I should get serious too then, Toppo states, activating his aura of a god form. I can't sense his power anymore. He must be using God Ki, Goku thinks, flying right back to Toppo. He throws a punch but uses instant transmission to throw it to his back. The punch lands, but Toppo literally doesn't move at all. He tanks the attack, then elbows Goku in his chest, which causes him to fall back in pain. Your universe is finished if this is the best fighter that you have, Toppo states, as Goku cowers away. I guess I'll have to get serious too then. Maybe I'll just jump straight to Ultra Instinct, Goku replies, which makes the gods of destruction extremely curious. This then makes Toppo scared. You're bluffing, he says, unable to accept what he said. Goku excels, then returns to his base form before thinking back to the fight that he had with BEERUS. He had used Ultra Instinct before in flashes and brief moments, but now he believes that he can activate it at will. His eyes turn a shiny silver and his hair remains dark, but his aura is clearly changed. The gods watch on in awe, and BEERUS can't help but smile through this. He feels even better once he sees the look on all of the other gods' faces. He has Ultra Instinct? Very impressive for a mere mortal, Valos says. Be quiet, Champa blurts out angrily. He excels again, then disappears. He then taps Toppo on his back before punching him with his other hand. Toppo flies off the ring, but Goku himself grabs him before he can fall and hurls him back into the ring. He just crawls on the ground, holding his back in pain since the punch that he took was so overwhelmingly painful. Goku breathes out to calm himself even more, then returns to his ordinary state. Of course, the gods are dumbfounded, but are even more scared once they realize that their mortals have to go against someone of that strength. He might even be stronger than Jiren, Margarita, the Universe 11 angel, says to Belmod. No chance, Jiren has even surpassed me. I won't stand to believe one of BEERUS' mortals can be stronger than the strongest mortal in Universe 11, he states. The gods don't even give him the standing respect like before, as they're more scared than impressed. So that will conclude the 5th part of What If Goku and Vegeta Were Trapped in the Time Chamber. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I should improve on for the next part. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.